Martens are nocturnal, elusive, shy, and extremely intelligent, and let's not forget cute. But they are also predatory animals that can kill considerably larger snowshoe hares and marmots. Have you ever seen a marten in action? If you haven't, you should watch as we count down 12 brutal moments when martens kill and eat almost everything. Number 12. Martens. When fully grown, the Formosan muntjac weighs around 25 pounds and looks like a medium to large-sized brown dog. It's a little bigger than a marten, but that doesn't bother this yellow-throated marten in the least. This marten keeps running around the Formosan, and if I didn't know better, I would think they were playing and having fun, like most kindergarten children do at the park. But once the fun and games are over, the marten jumps the Formosan like any predatory cat would jump an antelope and bites deeply into its skin, making the Formosan scream in pain. The Formosan jumps up and manages to rid itself of the marten, but only for a few seconds, until the marten delivers the deadly blow and kills the Formosan. Sometimes martens don't get along with their own species, and you can see what I mean in this video, filmed in the evening when two martens are going at it in the middle of the street. They are wrestling and tumbling all over the place without conceding an inch to their opponent. One of the martens seems to be taking over the fight and begins to chase the other all over the street. They are lucky there isn't too much traffic at this time of night, or they could be dealing with more danger. From across the street, it looks like one of the martens has left the premises. Number 11. Marten versus birds. Small mammals such as red squirrels, red-backed voles, meadow mice, white-footed mice, snowshoe hares, and marmots make up most of their diet, which varies seasonally. Birds, eggs, insects, berries, beech nuts, and carrion are all eaten by martens depending on availability and season. Martens will attack a blackbird's nest when it locates one. This mom takes care of her chicks and makes sure they are okay. A little later during nightfall, mom briefly leaves the nest and the chicks unattended. That's when a marten crawls up to the nest, sticks his head through the crack, and begins to swallow the chicks one by one, until the nest is completely empty. Upon the blackbird's return, she sees the empty nest and is stupefied. Maybe she should have gotten a babysitter before going out with her friends. This kestrel is having a quiet evening with her 4 chicks and is unaware of what is about to happen. A marten jumps inside the nest and kills the mother by suffocating it, after which she looks around the nest. It doesn't look like the mother is dead and the chicks are left there alive when the marten jumps out of the nest. The marten returns and begins transporting the chicks one at a time out of the nest, probably to a more secure area. The marten also dabbles with the mom again, probably to make sure it is dead, and then continues retrieving the remaining chicks. Finally, the marten grabs the biggest prize, the mother, and carries it out of the nest to store it with the rest of the family. This pine marten grabs a bird and eats it on top of this nest. The bird is tiny, but it's just perfect for the marten. The second marten joins in on the fun, but it doesn't look like the first marten wants to share its kill, so the second marten leaves. Number 10. Marten versus hare. The pine marten is a cautious weasel-like species found in coniferous and mixed-wood forests across Canada. Trappers have long cherished the marten for its high-value fur, which is frequently referred to as Canadian sable. However, because they live in a country where the winters are rough, they must be ready to hunt in the snow, and the pine marten in this video is demonstrating his talents as he hunts a hare in deep snow. The bunny is desperately trying to get away, but with the marten sitting on its back, it's kind of difficult. Suddenly, the marten lets go of the hare and both run in different directions. The bunny immediately takes the shortest route to the forest, but when it turns back towards the road, the marten comes speeding towards it and tackles it once again. I really don't understand this rabbit. He had an opportunity to escape and he decided to come back and face the marten. This time the marten doesn't waste time and immediately tries to suffocate the hare. It's game over for the bunny, and the marten drags it into the forest. This marten chases a horseshoe hare around the campsite under the watchful eye of campers. The marten grabs the hare and chokes it to death quite easily. On another cold winter day, a marten chases a hare for about 10 minutes, during a long road chase through the snow. At first, it looks like the hare will escape, but the marten catches up to it and does what it does best, killing the hare. A marten jumps onto the snow in pursuit of a bunny rabbit through a beautifully snow-covered forest, but the outcome is not divulged, as the two animals are too far away to conclude what happens. Number 9. Marten bites player. A pine marten escaped onto the pitch and evaded capture for over 5 minutes during a Swiss League match between FC Thun and Zurich. Loris Benito, a Zurich defender, appeared to have trapped the marten, which is similar to a weasel, at one point. However, Benito was bitten for his troubles and it was able to flee once again. Martens are notorious for their razor-sharp teeth, which they employ to eat birds, fruit, and the odd garden hose. So, the marten was picked up by Zurich goalkeeper David da Costa, who was armed with his gloves. As da Costa led the pitch invader off the field, the crowd applauded. It's incredible to think that such a small critter can cause such havoc during a football match. Number 8. Pine marten and squirrel. A pine marten is about the size of a domestic cat. It is distinguished from its muscled cousins by its heart-shaped face, large brown eyes, slim sinuous body, rich chestnut brown coat that darkens in the summer, colorful apricot-colored bib, and long tail, bushy in the winter. A pine marten hunting a red squirrel was spotted during a winter visit to Yellowstone National Park by some tourists. The chase lasted over 45 minutes and was enthralling to watch. The marten is quick, but the squirrel knows its way around and runs in all directions to confuse the marten. They must be so dizzy running around this tree trunk like that. This is incredible to watch, and the agility displayed by the squirrel is mind-boggling. According to the filmmakers, the squirrel made it out alive. That's nice to hear for a change. This pine marten sticks his head in a tree trunk and snatches a baby squirrel from the nest. The baby squirrel's parents were not home during the attack, and the baby squirrel had no way of defending itself. Another marten chases a squirrel, this time jumping from tree to tree. Squirrels are extremely intelligent and use everything in their arsenal to escape attacks. The marten is no slouch either, and at the end of the video, the marten finally kills the squirrel. A sadistic man killed a squirrel and nailed the animal to the street to see what the marten would do. The marten was unable to retrieve the squirrel, so it licked the blood off its head and went back to eating some dates. It eventually took the squirrel away later on. Number 7. Yellow marten attacking monkey. The yellow-throated marten is the largest marten species in the Old World, with its tail accounting for more than half of its length. It has a vibrant fur that is a unique blend of black, white, golden yellow, and brown. On the hindquarters, the color changes to a darker brown. In this video, the marten's hunting behavior is plainly visible. Due to his injuries, the monkey was unable to climb the tree or move correctly. He had no choice but to protect himself in any manner he could. Even though martens aren't much bigger than langurs, this marten was making it very difficult for the langur to escape, demonstrating its skills and challenging the monkey at every turn. This yellow-throated marten has already attacked this larger monkey, and the monkey just sits there, probably injured. The marten doesn't go in for a second round, just walking around the area staring at the monkey. These guys have spent years working in the woods and have been fortunate to witness many of nature's events, but none have equaled the brutality of what they saw at Jim Corbett National Park. 2 yellow-throated martens were eating on a macaque when they came upon them. The macaque was immobile and lifeless. The martens were feasting on his limbs while the other macaques were causing havoc in the forest by frightening everyone. After a few minutes, the macaque, like a phoenix, rose to his feet, gathering all his power to put one last battle. The martens took turns hitting the macaque's limbs to paralyze him and render him defenseless. The macaque grew tired and lay low, while the two took turns eating him alive. The combat went on. The macaque's unwavering fight for survival and the marten's clinical accuracy rendered them dumbfounded for the remainder of the evening, and this encounter will live on in their minds forever. The IUCN has classified the yellow-throated marten as least concern due to its widespread distribution, evidently very steady population presence in several protected areas, and lack of serious threats. While the marten is attacking this monkey, the monkey isn't defending itself. It's barely trying to get the marten off its back. You can see the monkey has an important laceration on its back as well. I thought monkeys could bite and scratch, but this little guy seems shy and timid. Number 6. Marten versus Goshawk. A northern goshawk attacks a piece of bait held by an American marten. The lure is designed to draw martens to a distant camera station where researchers can identify individual animals based on their distinctive chest and throat marks. This footage was shot in north-central British Columbia's John Prince Research Forest. While the marten is hanging and swinging on the bait, the goshawk flies in and lands. That's enough to make the marten run and hide for cover. As soon as the goshawk lands, the marten flies across the frame and tries to strike the bird, but misses. But it was enough to scare the goshawk away and for the marten to continue eating its meal. This dead squirrel carcass was wrapped around bramble, and a camera was set up to see if the goshawk would return. The goshawk did return, and 15 minutes later a marten showed up. The marten eventually freed the carcass, but returned later that night, as well as a fox. Number 5. Pine marten catching a rat. This pine marten has caught a small rat, and after seeing the marten in action in the previous videos, I can't imagine this little rat is going to satisfy this intense predator. I guess it will do for now, but this marten will surely be on the hunt all day until it finds something a little more filling. Number 4. Martens versus cat. I don't think martens can kill full-grown adult cats, but in this video, this marten is chasing a kitten, so the kitten is definitely outmatched. Even more so when a second marten shows up in the close vicinity. I'm sure if this would have been a full-grown cat, the marten would not have had it this easy, but I'm not sure the cat would have won. I mean, the more I look at these martens in action, they remind me of the honey badger, not afraid of anything and up for any challenge. Here is a marten sneaking up on an adult cat. It approaches the cat's bowl and smells it. After it stares at the cat for a few seconds, it jumps on it, but the cat puts its paws in front of its face and scrams. The video cuts short, so we don't know how this ends. Number 3. Marten hunts baby elk. Vampire deer and elk may have fangs, and like antlers in other deer, deer fangs are mostly used as weapons by competing males vying for territories and access to breeding females. However, you can see in this video that vampire elks, especially young ones, are not capable of much harm. This vampire baby elk is being chased by a marten, and besides running around, there isn't much it can do to the marten. The marten grabs it by the throat under the watchful eye of its mother and chokes it to death, without the elk's mother trying to defend it. It actually runs off when the marten carries the dead animal up the wall to show the mother her baby is dead. I guess the marten wanted to give the mother one last look at her offspring before it devoured it. The marten seems to want to take the deceased baby higher up into the forest. Number 2. Fisher versus Woodchuck. What makes a pine marten different from a fisher cat? Fishers have nearly comparable footprints and dwell in similar settings. Fishers are much bigger than martens, and their fur is darker. The marten's tail and legs are dark brown, while the chest and throat are orange-brown to reddish-tan in color. When you look at the video, it would be easy to confuse the marten with the fisher, simply because they look so much alike, and the fisher seems to be another excellent hunter, just like the marten. The fisher in this video has captured a woodchuck and is trying to deliver its final blow. It keeps suffocating the woodchuck until it is sure it is dead. Once that's confirmed, the fisher carries the woodchuck into the forest back to its den. Not happy with his kill, the fisher returns to the same place to see if he can find something else that could be interesting to eat. He explores the area and smells the ground, probably trying to detect nearby prey. Unfortunately, he doesn't find anything and returns home to enjoy his dinner. Number 1. Marten versus mouse deer. The only marten species found in India is the elusive Nilgiri marten. They are dark brown from head to rump with almost reddish forequarters. Vibrant throat is golden to orange in color. They resemble the yellow-throated marten in appearance but are larger and have a noticeable frontal concavity. This Nilgiri marten hops on this mouse deer's back, but at some point a man is nearby and it seems like the marten lets go of the mouse deer and runs away. However, the marten returns to see if the mouse deer is still there, and it is. So the marten chases it, but for some reason it's not as aggressive and abandons the hunt. I guess the man was still there and it intimidated the marten to proceed the way he really wanted to. I am really impressed by the marten's hunting capabilities, and this predator's resilience and tenacity remind me a lot of the honey badger and the wolverine. My favorite has to be the marten that jumped across the frame to attack the goshawk as it was trying to protect its prey. This also showed me that the marten doesn't choose its opponent because the goshawk is a bird of prey, and should a fight have broken out, it would have been interesting to see how the marten would have handled it. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below. Well, that's our countdown of 15 brutal moments when martens kill and eat almost everything. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.